With regards to Thor Ragnarok, what is Valkyrie's Scrapper's number?
I don't know this.
Pepper Potts' first name is Valerie. Is this true or false? Hands on heads for true, hands on tails for false.
How's the lone ranger going?
I'm a bit unconfident with the trophy question. Maybe this question, but that's about it. My confidence is like dwindling as this goes. I'm getting clapped. I'm not gonna lie, it's not looking good, guys. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? All right, so a few weeks ago, I saw an ad on social media that a bar slash pub sort of near me, like in drivable distance, they were doing a Marvel vs. DC trivia. And I was like, hey, if there's one thing, one area in anything that I have a good chance of winning in trivia, it would be Marvel and DC. Unfortunately, none of my friends are as nerdy or as passionate about it as I am. So I've come up with the very terrible idea to go to this trivia alone. This trivia is in a few days. I just booked I booked a spot for one. Oh my god. Dude, ever since I had this idea, right, my anxiety has just spiked. Every time I thought about having to actually do this. Why am I doing this? Okay, to be fair, if I wanted to, and if I asked some friends like, hey, can you come tag along with me to this? Like, just enjoy a drink or two and I'll shout you a beer or whatever. They will definitely come. However, it wouldn't really make for that interesting of a video, right? I don't know what my level of competition is gonna be. It's probably gonna be nerds that are way more knowledgeable about this than me. It might be groups of nerds, like groups of friends who are equally nerdy and they can just bounce off each other and just consolidate all their knowledge into answering these questions, whereas me, it'll just be me. Oh my god. I'm usually okay with going to stuff on my own. I've been to lots of movies alone, like in the theater. Been to a concert alone, been to a con alone. It's not really that big of a deal for me, but for some reason, this is like so much worse. Because I feel like a local trivia set at a bar slash pub, that's a literal social event. Like people go there to socialize and just hang out with their friends. And the thought of the thought of me going there alone. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Should I just ask someone to come with me? Honestly, I would be super impressed with myself if I end up actually doing this, whether I lose or not. Actually thinking about this, like going there on my own, sitting on a table by myself. This is such a dumb idea. Holy shit. All right, so the game plan is I'm gonna try look up the most common trivia questions relating to Marvel and DC. And I'm gonna try, you know, writing it down, practicing answering questions and make sure I have a good solid foundation of knowledge so I can hopefully either come first, second, or I'm definitely not coming first. At least third. Look at me, getting ahead of myself. Dude, if there's like 10 teams there, I'm coming like bottom 2. Should I just ask someone to come with me? Should I just ask one of my friends? I'm sure they'll all go, yeah, sure, I'll come. But it really takes away from the challenge, doesn't it? The psychological challenge of doing this. Just like envisioning myself driving there and walking in and going like, hey, yeah, I have a table for Andy. Yeah, just one person. Oh my god, this is like one of the worst things I've ever done for this channel. Alright, you know what? We've committed now. I made the booking just then. I guess we have to study. And I feel like anything I study is just not gonna appear in this trivia. In this trivia, it's either gonna be like really basic questions about the MCU and DC movies and stuff like, oh, who played Superman in Man of Steel or whatever. Or it's gonna be like really fucking hard questions like, what issue did Doctor Doom first appear in? I'd be like, alright, I'm leaving, goodbye. And also the thought of recording myself in there like a fucking douchebag, recording myself in public, oh my god. I'm gonna fucking kill myself. So you know how I was like, yeah, I'm gonna study for this trivia like it's a test. I'm gonna write down all these common questions that I think will be in the trivia and write all the answers down and memorize and shit. Didn't do any of that. So trivia is in around, if I had to guess, 9 hours, and I think I'm very underprepared. I've just been so fucking busy. Every time I think about the fact that I'm walking into this trivia thing by myself, I'm like, kill me now. So I'm gonna write down some facts that I think will appear. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT to generate some See, even my body hates this. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT to come up with some questions for practice. I guess I'll see how I go. The thing is, right, nervousness and fear is very closely linked neurologically to excitement. So I'm gonna try turning this into excitement. I'm not scared about going to this social trivia game at this big bar alone. I'm excited to do that. You know what I was thinking about? I'm gonna get so many questions wrong, right? And I just know people watching the video will be like, no, that's not the right answer. No. And like everyone will just cringe watching me put down the wrong answer. Can you like feel my anxiety through the screen? I hope it permeates. I'm a big overthinker. But like, as I grew older, I realized that overthinking was just called anxiety. But I don't think it's crippling anxiety. Sometimes it feels like it. And I'm not saying that I'm like socially inept, because if I meet someone, I'm pretty like chill, you know? I can hold a conversation. I'm not a fucking like social outcast or anything. But I don't know what it is, but the idea of going to this alone is so fucking weird to me. All right, let's do some studying. I'm like 10 minutes out from walking. I just parked in a random spot. I'm so fucking far. 7 p.m. and it's meant to start at 7. I'm so late. I'm so late. Yeah, I'm a bit nervous, not gonna lie. They gave us a sheet right here. This is pretty easy.
No phones. If I see anyone with a phone, you're in trouble.
Guys,
TV near
I'm
the
kind of
bar.
worried. I don't think I'm gonna do
Food
too
if you
well.
are-
There's a table right next to me, so I can't be too much of a degen, so I apologize if I don't speak too much.
All right, here we go. Round 1.
Someone using this one?
You can take it, man.
Question 1. Which Avenger was the first Avenger?
I think I can move this one. Can we move it?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you very much.
That's okay.
Question number 2.
That's pretty.
What is Deadpool's real name?
Bro, this
What is Deadpool's real name? That's your question number 2.
might be a wash. I'm just saying, if they have a category for soundtracks and themes, I'm fucked, guys. I'm fucked.
Question number 3. Which Hollywood A-lister made a cameo in Thor Ragnarok, playing Loki in the Asgardian play?
How you going?
Good. Is it okay if I record? It's just myself. Thank you. I feel like it's gonna get harder, but if it stays at this level, I should be like decently okay. My mouth is getting super dry really quick because I'm so nervous. I'm not nervous anymore. The nervousness kind of went away when I had to run to the fucking bar to make it on time. I wasn't even late. It started like half an hour late.
Question number 4. The first MCU movie released in 2024 in June was called what?
Fuck. I'm not 100% sure. I put Deadpool and Wolverine. I'm not sure if that's the correct answer. I think Deadpool and Wolverine was the only Marvel MCU movie to come out last year, right?
Question number 5. I need you to have a look at those picture sheets that I've given you. What I need from you right now is just the very first 4, 1 to 4, written on line 5. If you can't fit the writing in, just write PTO and put your answers on the back. Question number 6. What is Black Widow's real name?
I feel like a streamer. You know, like those Twitch streamers that just stream in public. How do they do it? I could never, right? I could never. To do this every day, just not care that you have a camera out, that's crazy.
Question number 7. Who made Captain America's shield? Question number 7. Who made Captain America's shield?
What the fuck is his name? Fuck, wait, what's Tony Stark's dad? Not Anthony. Fuck, I'm actually blanking. Oh my god, I spoke too soon. What's every white guy name? Joey Stark? Okay, I'm gonna leave it blank for now. Something Stark.
With regards to Thor Ragnarok, what is Valkyrie's Scrapper's number?
I don't know this.
If you can
I've seen
remember.
this movie like once, bro.
Detail.
I'm just gonna put 5. Surely. Howard. Oh my god, it's Howard Stark. Holy shit. I just remembered it. That's crazy. Alright, so for Valkyrie's number, I just put 5. No idea what the actual answer is.
How are we going over here, my friend?
Going good. I mean, that last one was a guess, but other than that, I think I'm okay.
Go a little higher.
Question
God
number
damn
9.
it. Just have to
What
go a bit
is
higher.
Superman's dog's name?
Just gonna put 11. 11 for Valkyrie's number. I just got pity clues, bro, because I'm alone. That's crazy. What's like a Taika Waititi number? Would it be 8? Because it's question 8? Fuck, I literally don't know. Whatever, I just put 11. There's no way I can get that. Pretty sure I got everything else right. There's just one more question in this round. That might fuck me.
This is your last question for this round. Which former Batman played Spider-Man villain the Vulture?
What's with like that random hard question with Valkyrie's number, bro? Everything else is so easy.
All right, my friends, so we're going to play a little halfway game between rounds 1 and 2.
What's
If
that?
you are playing trivia, what I need from you right now is for you to stand up for me. It is last person standing wins the prize. I'm going to ask a series of questions. If you think the answer is true, put your hands on your heads. If you think the answer is false, put your hands on your tails. Here we go. Question number 1. Tony Stark drives a Tesla in Avengers Endgame. Is this true or false? Hands on heads for true, hands on tails for false. Tony Stark drives a Tesla in Avengers Endgame. True or false? Hands on heads for true, hands on tails for false. Answers locked in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you have your hands on your tails, stay standing. According to Superman,
God, this is hard.
Metropolis's nickname is the city that never shuts down. Is this true or false? Hands on heads for true, hands on tails for false. Superman, according to Superman, Metropolis's nickname is the city that never shuts down.
You just
Hands
call
on
it
heads for true,
Metropolis.
hands on tails for false. Answers locked in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you have your hands on your heads, take a seat because it's false. It's the big apricot.
I did not know that.
Yondu compares himself to Mary Poppins. Is this true or false? Hands on heads for true, hands on tails for false. Yondu compares himself to Mary Poppins. Hands on heads for true, hands on tails for false. Answers locked in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you have your hands on your head, stay standing because it's true. Pepper Potts' first name is Valerie. Is this true or false? Hands on heads for true, hands on tails for false. Pepper Potts' first name is Valerie. Hands on heads for true, hands on tails for false. Answers locked in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you have your hands on your tails, stay standing because it's false. It's Virginia. If you had your hands on your heads, take a seat.
I did not know that.
The 1989 Batmobile was built over a Pontiac Firebird. Is this true or false? Hands on heads for true, hands on tails for false. The 1989 Batmobile was built over a Pontiac Firebird. Hands on heads for true, hands on tails for
Complete
false.
guessing here, guys.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you have your
Sounds a bit
hands
specific.
on
I'll
your
say true.
heads, take a seat because it was a Chevy Impala. Question number 13. What European city do Hawkeye and Black Widow often reminisce about? That's your question number 13.
I forgot to press record. The first question was, who killed Tony Stark's parents? I just put Lucky Barnes because I seen them in the MCU. Next one was, who did Chris Evans play before Captain America? So I just put Human Torch. I'm a bit upset that I didn't get the car question, the Batmobile one, but like, bro, I know jack shit about cars. Bro. I've seen 2 Fast and Furious movies, the first one and Tokyo Drift. That's it.
Question number 14. What is Loki's title? That is question number 14.
Going up.
Nice.
Everyone's making my job really hard.
This question was actually in one of the questions I studied for. It was like, Loki is the god of, and then I was like, trickery? And it was like mischief. And I was like, oh, okay. Kids, study for exams. It always helps.
Here we go. Question number 15. On what planet was the Soul Stone hidden in Infinity War?
Right, this was also one of the questions. Because I forgot, I blanked out the name of the planet earlier today, and then I had to look it up. And now here we are, paid off. These are a lot of MCU questions. Where are the DC questions, bro? Where are the comic questions? I need some comic-based questions so I can smoke these losers. Kidding, I'll get smoked as well, I'm not gonna lie.
Question number 16. What was the name of Penguin's gang in Batman Returns?
Fuck me. Dude, I haven't seen this movie in like 10 fucking years. The Iceberg Lounge? The Rubber Duck? I'm just gonna guess. I'm just gonna put Iceberg Lounge, and if I think of anything later, I'll put it in. But for now, I have no idea. I feel like it's something bird related, right? No, it can't be Iceberg Lounge. I'm just gonna guess the Yellow Ducks, because he does have a duck in there, right? Yeah. That's dumb. Wait, what's a plural for
Question
penguin?
number 17. What type of doctor is Stephen Strange?
This was also one of the questions I saw earlier today. I think I already knew this, but it was good to get like a quick reminder. Otherwise, I would be like thinking. And for the penguin question, I put down rubber ducks. Yes, I definitely got 2 wrong. I got the Valkyrie number question wrong, and I got the penguin gang question wrong. I'm trying to like remember references in the Lego Batman games.
Question
I don't remember
number
anything.
In Iron Man 3, what is the name of the little boy that Tony befriends while stranded?
Why am I thinking Harry? I don't know if it's Harry, but I'm thinking Harry. Fuck, Harry sounds right. Fuck, I got this wrong. I'm getting this wrong. I don't think it's Harry. Alex? Alex? Wait, it might be Alex. Shit, I have no clue. Is it Harry or Alex? I'm gaslighting myself. I have no idea.
Question number 19. Question number 19. Which actor played the Penguin in the 2022 movie, The Batman?
No, I'm switching to Alec. I reckon the kid's name's Alec. Okay, Alec sounds right, doesn't it? Alec? Oh, I don't know. Also, my car might get towed. I parked in an area I'm not supposed to park. Probably should have parked somewhere more crowded so it doesn't look more sus.
Last question for round 2. Question number 20. Who has directed the most MCU movies.
Has to be a Russo Brothers.
Start bringing up your scorecards to me near the water
Has to be
station.
the Russo
You've got
Brothers. I don't know how I did on that.
very much.
Who directed the most amount of MCU movies? Russo Brothers have 4, which is a lot. Spider-Man, John Watts, that's 3.
Remember, if you don't count to one,
Wait, John Watts also has 4. John Watts and Russo Brothers have directed the same amount of movies.
the first MCU movie released in 2024, which was in June, was called what? Deadpool and Wolverine.
Got that.
With regards to Thor Ragnarok, what is Valkyrie's
I got this
scrapper's
one.
number? That is 142.
Bro,
What is Superman's
damn fucking
dog's
11.
name? What was the name of
Being
Penguin's
11.
gang in Batman Returns?
Fuck.
That is the Red Triangle Gang. What
Did
type
not
of
get
doctor
that.
is Stephen Strange? In Iron Man 3, what is the name of the little boy that Tony befriends while he's stranded? That is Harley.
Fuck.
And who
I was
has
so
directed
close
the
with
voice
Harry.
of the
Oh my
Russo
god.
brothers?
I knew it was a gender neutral name. Oh my god, that's why I switched to Alec, because I was like, it was like something like gender neutral-ish. I remember that. And I thought of Harry, and I was like, Harry sounds right. Harley. Fuck, so close. 3 wrong. Fuck. We can bounce back from this.
I have no idea what that word. Bungee jumping school. Where's Stacey's bungee jumping school? 4 people on 19 points. Batman and No Robin are on 20 points. Court of Owls are on 20 points.
I'm on 20.
Gonna collect your scorecards. Look at the chief. Where's
Top
Chunky?
3, guys.
Oh, there you go. You've been fat
Bad.
corner
I need to
there.
pick it up.
Starring Sebastian Stan, what was the last Marvel MCU movie released in Phase 5?
Someone got all of them correct. That's insane. Fuck, it must be like a super fan. Bro, there's no way they got the Valkyrie number question right. How the fuck? That's crazy. I think they're cheating, guys.
Question number 22. What alien race does Ronan the Accuser belong to?
This was one of the trivia questions I studied earlier today as well. And I was like, that's nice. That's a nice reminder. I already knew, but good to have it in the front of my mind. Damn, I can't believe I got Harley wrong. Fuck. So close with Harry. So close with Harry. I should just written Harry like really messily, so you can't really tell what it says, but it's like H-A something Y.
Question number 23. In Ant-Man and the Wasp, Scott hid an old Ant-Man suit underneath the trophy. What did the trophy say?
I did not know this. Science fair? Do they give trophies for science fair? I'm just gonna guess science fair because I have no fucking clue. I'm getting clapped. I'm not gonna lie. It's not looking good, guys. Trophy. I feel like it's something goofy, right? If it's in Scott's house, it'll be by Cassie. What would Cassie have done? Like gymnastics or something?
Question number 24. Who was Tony Stark's favorite band?
Wait, AC/DC, right? Wait, am I getting confused? Oh my god, I don't know. Full doubting myself now. Okay, maybe it wasn't science fair. Maybe it was like gymnastics or something. For the trophy, that Scott Lang hid his costume on the science fair seems too obvious. Maybe it's like gymnastics. If anything, it's more probable than science fair. Gymnastics.
Question number 25. We are back to those picture sheets, my friends. Give me the last 4.
Nebula, Odin, Harley Quinn, the Collector. Yeah, I'm not coming top 3. I'm not gonna come top 5, bro. Trophy, gymnastics? I don't fucking know. Guys, let's just remember, like, there are groups of super fans here working together, alright? I'm still by myself. I don't know, man. I'm just making excuses.
What species is Loki revealed to be?
A Skrull.
What is the name of Captain America's love interest who got her own spin-off show? That's question number 27.
Oh, it's Penny Carter's niece.
How's the Lone Ranger going?
A bit unconfident with the trophy question, and maybe this question, but that's about it. My confidence is like dwindling as this goes on.
Alright, look,
alright.
look, considering you're on your own.
Yeah.
Question number 28. What is the first song we see Peter Quill dancing to in Guardians of the Galaxy?
Holy shit. You know what's crazy? I literally looked up the opening scene to Guardians of the Galaxy earlier today because I thought, like, what if they ask this exact question? I didn't see this question anywhere on the trivia sheets or the sites, but I literally thought, what if they ask what's the first song played in Guardians of the Galaxy? I mean, to be honest, I should probably already know that, but I would have guessed like that other popular song from Awesome Mix Volume 1.
Question number 29. Which eye does Thor lose?
Pretty sure it's his right eye because I had just seen Marvel Zombies right before coming here and Thor briefly appears and it shows like a hole in his right eye, so I'm assuming it's the same?
Question number 30. This is the last question for this round. Question number 30. What is the name of the mysterious glowing blue cube which Loki uses as a weapon?
Bro, not a single DC question there. Round 4 must be all DC. It's all fucking Marvel questions. I mean, all movie questions. What are comic questions, bro? Study for what? They have like a question about what color each Infinity Stone is. I got this, bro.
Alright, my friend. We're gonna play a little game called Who Am I? Your team is going to guess who this person is, and you're going to yell out my name and put your hand up and jump up and down and get my attention. If you get it right, you win the prize. If you get it wrong, your whole table is out. Who am I? I was born in LA, California, USA in 1983. I have been nominated for 2 Oscars. I moved to the United Kingdom when I was 3 years old. Yes. Am I Andrew Garfield? I am Andrew Garfield! Wow, that was quick.
Getting Andrew Garfield from those 2 questions, great. When she was like nominated for 2 Oscars, I was thinking Scarlett Johansson, but then she was like moved to UK. I was like, well, I don't know.
Moving on to round 4, here we go. Question number 31. Who did Hawkeye name his youngest child after? Question number 32. What comedy TV show has made multiple cameo appearances in Marvel movies directed by the Russo brothers?
Easy. Such like a niche question. I'm surprised they use this question.
Which Marvel film did Kenneth Branagh direct?
Thor 1.
Can you tell me that one?
Alright, why are the DC questions, man? Why are the DC questions? The last 13 haven't been about Marvel. MCU, actually. Where are the comic stuff? Where's the general knowledge comic stuff?
Question number 34. What brand of motorcycle ride in Avengers? What brand of motorcycle ride in Avengers Age of Ultron?
Alright, we'll switch to phone.
Question number 35. What is Thor's mother's name?
Asgriff or something? I have no idea, guys.
Question number 36. What is the name of the team of aliens who worked for Thanos?
That's a confusing question. The Black Order and the Chitauri. I'm just gonna put both. Wait. What brand motorcycle would have appeared in Age of Ultron? Mazda? Mazda? Oh my god. I'm so lost, guys. I don't know. What the fuck is Thor's mother's name? I can't remember. I genuinely can't remember. If only I was a Tom Hiddleston fangirl, I would know.
Question number 37. Which actor starred as Batman Bruce Wayne in the DC movie The Batman?
Bro, what? DC question's too easy, man. Like, tell me to like name all the lantern colors and shit. Got this. I'm blanking on like other like car brands that would also make motorcycles. I know Toyota makes motorcycles. Let's put in Mazda.
What species is Groot?
Fuck, what species? How the fuck am I supposed to know this? Bird tree bitch. I assume like it briefly appears when they're getting like x-rayed into the prison. And it shows like the species name. Other than that, I don't know when else I would mention it. I might just put in Groot as a... Because you never know, right? I'm getting fucked by this trivia. What motorbike would have Black Widow been riding when she jumps out of the Quinjet? Fuck, this is hard.
Question number 39. What school does Tony Stark speak at in Captain America Civil War?
Riri Williams goes to MIT and it's the same dean actor, so I'm assuming it's the same school.
Question number 40. Last question for tonight. Who is on the lunchbox that Captain Marvel hides the Tesseract in?
Alright, this is hard
Go.
because no one saw that fucking movie more than once.
30 seconds.
Would have been in the
to bring up your
past.
scorecard.
I'm just gonna assume
You
Captain
have
America.
your team in Ant-Man and the Wasp got hit an old Ant-Man suit underneath the trophy. What did the trophy say? World's greatest grandma. What comedy TV show was made multiple cameo appearances in Marvel movies directed by the Russo brothers that is Arrested and Development?
What? That's
What brand
wrong.
of motorcycle
That's wrong.
ride was in the Avengers Age of Ultron? That was a Harley Davidson. What is Thor's mother's name? That is Frigga. What species is Groot? A Flora Colossus. And who is on the lunchbox that Captain Marvel hides the Tesseract in? That is the Fonz from Happy Days.
Alright, being a douchebag I am, I let her know. I just like showed her on my phone. I was like, please just double check on your own phone, just in case like it is wrong somehow. But it's 100% community, bro. I'm a community fan. Of course I know that. Alright, how do I think I did? I think I got like 3 wrong, right? The Groot species. I completely missed what she said for the motorbike brand, but I'm pretty sure I didn't get that right. Holy fuck, it was a Harley Davidson. I thought that was too obvious. I'm an idiot. If I wasn't sure about what fucking brand to put, I should just put Harley Davidson. Oh my god, I thought that was too obvious. I was like, no wait, a Harley Davidson will be in the fucking Avengers. Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. What the fuck? Dude, I suck at trivia. And what a fucking brain dead moment that was. I definitely did not come first, second, third, or fourth. But, you know, it is what it is. I am by myself. I gotta give myself some slack. Crazy I'm doing this, you know? Like, why am I here alone on a trivia night? I hope my car doesn't get towed. Fuck. I need to, like, run back, bro. I need to run back.
Batman and no Robin were on 37 points. Court of Owls were on 38 points. 45 points, winning themselves a $200 voucher. Tom King Sucks, and they also got themselves a little four little toy as well. Otherwise, we'll see you next week. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next time.
So yeah, I got fucked. I got mercilessly fucked. So I am recording this a few days after that night, so I've had some time to process things and just calm down a little and not want to put my head down the fucking toilet every time I think of that Harley Davidson question. And yeah, I should have done better, to be honest, but in my defense, that wasn't a Marvel vs. DC trivia, okay? That was a fucking MCU trivia. What was I studying for? I was expecting like 50-50 Marvel DC. At least ask me like, what does the Purple Lantern stand for? Not stand for, but like, what do they represent? Or like, ask me what SHIELD stands for or something. It was all just MCU. MCU. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry I don't have time to fucking rewatch those movies every week. But what I come like 5th or 6th? That's pretty bad. For my standards, that's pretty bad. So when I pulled up there, I was in this line to get a table because, you know, I did make a booking for one. And the guy in front of me, he asked me if I was a YouTuber, and I was like, yeah. He was like, oh, I watch your videos. And I was like, sorry man, I forgot your name because I should have really recorded this like the day after so I could remember, but I'm blanking right now, but you were really cool, so thank you for saying hi. And there was also this other instance where this kid, who was way too young to be watching my videos by the way, he and either his older sister, older cousin or mum came up to me while I was at my table and he asked, am I Andy Emily? And I was like, yeah. She asked if we can get a photo together. And that was the first time ever I've been asked for a photo in real life with someone. It was a very surreal experience, you know? But I was obviously happy to do it. And that table actually came 3rd. It had a cool Funko Pop and everything as a prize. So I was like, at the end of the trivia, I went up to him and I was like, hey, like, do you have fun? And I was like, that's so cool. Because, you know, kids are kids. And if you're watching this right now, congratulations, you are very nice. But my videos are probably too inappropriate for you. I'm just saying. Anyways, I'm gonna be honest, the whole social anxiety thing kind of trickled away when I had to fucking run to make it on time. But I wasn't even late because the time said 7 o'clock, but it actually started at 7:30. So I ran for no reason. And I also parked in the in this business parking lot for visitors for their company, and I just parked there. Yeah, it was a risk that I took and it paid off because nothing happened. I don't know why I mentioned that, but if the police are watching, oh, that was a joke. I also had another interaction. So I don't know how clear it was with the footage I recorded, but in the who am I bit, by the 3rd clue, someone already got Andrew Garfield. And clearly everyone was like, what the fuck, like how? But it was just super impressive to me. Like, I don't even know like how you would get that, but whatever. And that was from a table of 2 guys, and they ended up coming 1st in the competition. And I ended up in the elevator with them on the way down. I was talking to them, I was like, hey, congrats guys. Like, the Andrew Garfield bit, that was fucking insane. And then, and then they were like, let you in on a little secret. We actually did this exact same trivia a few months ago or something. And I was like, oh my God, that makes so much sense. That's so fucking funny. And one of those guys DM'd me the next day. He was like, I knew you looked familiar. Keep up the good work. And I was like, thank you. Shout out to you. I don't know if you want your name mentioned, but I'm not gonna mention it just in case. But yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. And in case you're wondering if I ever do get publicly recognized like this, I don't, never. Not in comic book stores or anything. 2 weekends ago, I went to Oz Comic Con in Sydney. That was the first time I got recognized. I got recognized like 5 times, I think, but in that case, I was kind of mentally prepared for it, right? I told myself I might get recognized, and I'm still very new to it. Like, I just don't have like a blueprint in my head for how I should interact in these situations. But like, I was not expecting to be recognized at this local fucking trivia thing. That's like a fucking 25-minute drive away from me, you know? So yeah, that's also, I'm sure no one cares, but that was super surreal to me. So yeah, shout out to those 3 interactions I had that night. And you know, social anxiety conquered. I don't know how much it was showing in the first day I recorded this journey, but I was fucking shitting myself. And that ended up not even becoming a problem. And that just proves, guys, that you just have to fight through it. You know, just push through. Yeah, so let's actually talk about the trivia. Obviously, I can't believe I didn't get Thor's mother's name, but to be honest, what is it, Frigga? How the fuck am I supposed to know that? I'm super disappointed about the Harley question. Oh my god, Harry. Then changed to Alec. And obviously the Harley Davidson one, Jesus Christ. What did I put, Mazda? I think I put Mazda. I don't think they make motorbikes. Listen, I'm just saying, if it was more, you know, widespread comic book knowledge, I would have done better. Yeah, so honestly, kind of humbling. Not gonna lie. You know, I thought I would know more, but clearly, you know, it's just like random tidbits, I guess, like random like MCU factoids. And what was the fucking Penguin gang name in Batman Returns, dude? Fuck you. Anyways, hope you enjoyed that journey. It was an uphill battle, but in the end, we didn't win anything. So maybe I'll try again if I see another local trivia thing, but probably not because I'm not a really big MCU boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not fucking rewatching these movies every week, like I said. Anyways, that's all I have for today. My migraine is killing me right now. I'm recording this while I have a migraine, so it's not making me feel great. The last time I did an experimental video like this was when I tried drawing the Marvel way. You know that book, like How to Draw the Marvel Way, that really old book? I tried following that, so if you haven't seen that video, check it out right here. And I'll see you next week, hopefully, if this migraine doesn't fucking kill me. See ya.